Hi, and welcome to my presentation about the animation in the late 19th and early 20th century. But first, let's see what the animation is. So, the animation is a sequence of drawings or the individual frames that comes one after another, and that form makes the motion. So there's an example. We have a ball. Next frame, the ball is smashed to the ground. So I don't know, something like this, and then it bounces back. It really stretches, so something like that. And now, when you flip the pages, it really contains the motion. Animators use a specific chart that represents the motion. For example, we have A pose that goes to the B pose, and we have to make breakdown frames, and then we create in-between frames to make the motion feel smoother. The two main animation motion is acceleration and slowness. So to accelerate, we space motion in frames a lot further. To slow the motion, we make frames, each frame closer to previous and next one. The first animation was created in the late 19th century. Animation is a lot connected to the camera because each frame is like each new drawing, like each new photo. Animators used camera to take a photo to capture their animation frame by frame to combine them together into the movie.
Graceful glimpse of the screen's newest heroine, Snow White herself. Now we're in one of the studio projection rooms where Walt and his staff study the rough animation of a sequence about the 7 lovable little dwarfs.
In my opinion, what animation is really made for, that is fantasy. All these mythical creatures, dragons, gods, devils, ghouls, everything became possible with the animation. Now creators could tell the story without a limitation. So now let's take a look at the first animated movies that was made. Enchanted Drawing. This is the stop motion animation. The man is drawing on a huge paper and the drawing becomes alive. It draws a bottle and it takes it. In my opinion, that's a good example of a first animation. It's pretty impressive. The second one was released in 1908. It is called Phasmagoria. In my opinion, it's the best one from these 3 options because it really shows what the animation is about. It's about showing something that you cannot create in a life. And the third one that was released in 1914, Journey to Dinosaur. The man sat for several years and created this piece of art, and that is impressive. That is really impressive. So the hand-drawn animation is pretty long process. It takes months, years, even a decade to fully finish a project. For this course, I made the animation to show you how it works. We're gonna treat the animation like the movie. So we have a story, we have the storyboard. That's a visual representation of a story, of a script. And we have keyframes, breakdowns, in-betweens. Yeah, then it takes cleanups. We do the same thing over again just to be as clean as possible. To make clean lines, clean shapes, and color everything. And then we combine that in the post-production. Of course, the animation I only created on paper by flipping the pages. There were a few different technologies in the animation field. Like the zooscope has a hose on the cylinder, so when it rotates, you can look through the hose. It blurs the motion and you can see the animation. For example, the horse is running. Proxinoscope is like a elder, advanced brother of a zooscope. The difference is it has a mirror inside, so you don't have to look through the hose. You can just look at the mirror. Did I forget about something? Yes, the Disney. Disney, in my opinion, is the best example of animation. How it transforms the form, the characters, it's just incredible. The Disney is the reason why we have such a good movies right now. Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, Pinocchio, Dumbo, Bambi, fantasy, that's unbeatable. Of course there were a lot more movies, animated series, experiments, but in my opinion, Disney is the best one. And to prove that I know something about the animation, take a look at mine.
Okay. I look good. Okay. On the street and I got my swag on. Okay. Get the money, gotta get my bag on. Okay. Triple back, flip out the whole scene. Okay. All you suckers.
And thank you for watching this presentation about the animation.